Love, truth, and inspiration is Vuyisa Lungana Daily. Absolutely and definitely, man. Temptation is one interesting subject. Temptation all over us. We come across it every day in various forms. Temptation of money, temptation of lust, temptation of substance abuse. The list goes on and on and on. We are faced with these various temptations each day of our lives. I found myself falling victim to one of these temptations. I was overcome by the emotion of lust. Found myself lustful over somebody, somewhere. And the temptation was there, definitely. Because I could see that in this situation, something could actually come out of it. I could satisfy the emotion of lust somehow or some way. It is possible if I wanted it to be possible. And definitely from the other party as well, the option was there that, it is an option and it's readily available. We could take it all the way and do this and fall victim and prey to this temptation that we find ourselves in. And the situation I was in helped me navigate around not satisfying that temptation and falling victim to it all the way. Because I did fall victim to it to some extent. Something happened, a few things happened, but nothing tragic, nothing irreversible, nothing I find myself regretting at this very moment. But it just brought, that aspect of it, that there was a temptation that was there. And how I navigated my way around it was not actually within my own control. Yes, there was a part of me that took the initiative to say, no, let me not go that far and control myself and contain myself and the situation as well. And, it was the situation mostly, for the most part of it, that helped me out and helped me navigate my way and find myself not being fully victim to this temptation. Situation of not having that privacy or that private space to actually, take on and get into the temptation all the way, take it all the way 9 yards and stuff. Quite interesting, You also have some temptations you faced with on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, even yearly basis, in a life basis, It's that kind of thing. It just keeps reappearing and occurring. And you need to, at most times, find a way to not succumb to it. Because it's not in all cases where you actually give in to the temptation and the outcome is what you'd be expecting or looking for, or maybe even positive. So it is within good practice to restrain yourself in such situations where you find yourself tempted. So how do you navigate yourself around that kind of situations where the temptation is definitely there and the possibility of giving into that temptation is also readily and available for you? How do you get around that situation? What ways and tactics and schemes and strategies do you apply to overcome that situation and be on the better end of it? Quite interesting. Some very interesting stories are bound to come up and surface, I'm definitely sure, because temptation is one that gets us all. VLD, Vuyisa Lungana Daily. Love, truth, and inspiration is what it's about.